Seen your video. Alright. Good deal. How do you adjust the cams on a 2002 Polaris Ranger North Star? I've got videos on stuff like that if you're talking about the dual cams. Or, I'm sorry, you're talking about the camber. Sorry, I was trying to do two things at one time. I don't know if I've ever messed with a camber on one of them. I know what you're talking about. They kind of, have you got aftermarket shocks on it and stuff? Because I've got one I've had one in the shop that's got aftermarket shocks on it and stuff, and it's kind of got just a little bit of a slight lean in at the top. Yeah. Because I was looking at that one as well, and I was thinking that it was because of some of the aftermarket shocks and stuff, but after I got looking at it, I was like you, I didn't think there was much you could do about it. Let's see here. Must have missed something. Best rig for off-road doing, maintaining own stuff. Probably, I mean, I'd probably have to go with a Ranger. Just my opinion. Kind of hung up on the Polaris thing right now for some reason. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. I'm kind of hung up on a Polaris thing right now. I got two things going on at one time, so if y'all have a question, just let me know. I'd have to go with Ranger. I do most of my riding on the road, and the front tires shot after 25 miles. And that has not, that has been more of a problem with not just yours. There was one that come in, if you've been following along, I know y'all see me on my lives on TikTok here, working on the North Star that we put the new motor in. That one had stock wheels and tires on it, and that one the tires were wore on the inside as well, and it was a 19 model. So I don't know if that's a North Star thing or what it is. Just rebuilt a Polaris Predator 90. I've worked on a couple of them. Everything work out good for you? Sometimes them smaller bikes is a lot harder to work on than some of the bigger ones. I know that's for a fact. I'm sure a lot of y'all can agree too that some of the smaller stuff's harder to work on. It seems like when it's smaller, it's just more aggravating. I know my son. He had before he got this 800 behind me here. He had a uh, I'll get it out here in a minute, guys. That's a 170 razor, and uh, that thing was just aggravating. I hated that thing. Yeah, you gotta watch out sometimes. Yeah, I remember. I'd run you crazy. I know what you mean. Uh, that thing turned into one of them things. Dad, this thing, it don't do this, it don't do that, and that's why he got this one at 7 years old. He wasn't quite big enough for it, but I idled it down, fixed it where it wouldn't go fast, and everything else. And good Lord, I mean, it was a only way you can is to buy aftermarket A-arms. Really, so that's an ongoing issue with the that's an ongoing issue with the North Stars. Then that's weird because this one that I had in my shop that I noticed was towed in just a little. I mean, the camber was off just a little. Think here, Billy. It had aftermarket A-arms on front and back with aftermarket shocks. They were high lifter A-arms with killer ball joints. I mean, is it cryptic ball joints that they make? I done went blank. It's been a long day. Really? Is that where you came over from? George Washington joined. Huh. Oh, that's cool. I appreciate that, man. This is the first time or it's the second time. I've just figured out how to do this TikTok thing or this live thing over here. So, you have to forgive me. We just got back from baseball practice, and I'm doing this in my basement tonight. What else is everybody getting into? I know we're working on a recon video for y'all. Somebody else has been into it after I got tore into it and everything. Found some stuff and called the customer back. Uh-oh. Looks like peanut butter. I found some stuff looked like somebody been in there. And that's cool, man. But I got a hold of the customer and come find out he'd been in there and put new clutches and stuff in it, and uh, had put it together wrong, and had left out some shims or put some shims and stuff in the wrong places, and the one-way bearing was bad on it. So now we're waiting on the one-way bearing. So it's kind of holding up my video on that for y'all. Other than that, we just got a bunch of service work, oil changes on the Rincon, and we got I got a foreman electric shift in there that somebody has took and welded a doggone foot shift on it. And we're gonna try to. It was at another shop, and they told him that you can't get parts for it no more. And I told him, he brought it to me, and he just wanting to get it back running. And when I seen that, I said, you get tired of the electric shift? And he said, no. He said, I had it at such and so shop. And he said, they told me that they didn't make parts for it no more. And I said, oh, they do. And he said, are you serious? I said, yeah, I'm serious. He said, well, they're the one that welded that gear shifter to it. I mean, they welded it straight to the doggone cog coming out of the doggone motor. I kind of made a mess out of it. But anyhow, I just so happen to have for those of you that have been following along with us, the green 500 ES that we was going to rebuild, that we ended up tearing apart for parts. I still have all the electronics to it, and that bike, everything worked on it. So we're going to be testing our components, and if we got something bad, then we're going to check it out with that. So we got some stuff kicking around there and going on. Does anybody else got anything else they got a question about or anything? Like I said, I just gonna hop on here real quick. I'll be back on here tomorrow night. I just gonna jump on here real quick tonight. I know I don't usually get on Wednesday nights during baseball season. Shift forks on an ES model can't handle being foot shift constantly. You are correct. If I don't like it, they definitely don't like it. I'll definitely agree with you on that. I know a lot of people that's done that with them because they just don't like fixing the ES part. I don't know. I don't recommend it, but anyway, people do it. It's for emergency only. Hey, you're exactly right again. Man, this guy's good. Some people just, I don't know. When in Rome, act like the Romans, I guess. But like I said, we'll be back on here tomorrow night I'm going to try to do it again on both platforms. It's from, I don't know. That's cool. So I'm going to try to be back on here on both platforms, so maybe I can cover a wider span, get out there to more people so more people can figure out what we got going on. Because the biggest thing is with my channel, like I said, I'm not doing this to be famous. Biggest thing with me is 16 years of small engine work. I like this guy already. Somewhere out there, you know, there's somebody trying to figure out how to get their stuff back running, and one of these videos that I've got out here might help them. So Other than that, we'll see y'all tomorrow night. So y'all all be good.